Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. All right.
That'd be
I believe
all for
that
Osceola
concludes our
County.
docket.
Yes.
All right.
Have a
Thank
great
you
day.
all. I can turn this one off, right? Good. Oh, interpreter thing? And what's the defendant's name? Magdalena Vasquez. Oh, somebody's not happy about it.
Hello, Cisco Unity Connection Messaging System. From a touch-tone telephone, you may dial an extension at any time. For a directory of extensions...
Okay. The Vasquez, this is the case we were attempting to address, Ms. Cunningham and Mr. Hamill, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Is apparently this is this woman needs a sign interpreter. We can't. They're not on the line. I was going to ROR this case. Is she able to read a note if we write it?
Try, Your Honor.
Give it a shot.
Your Honor, it is a City of Orlando case.
All right.
I
Well,
don't know if that makes a difference.
I'm going to point the PD and ROR on it. Ms. Cunningham, yeah, I see Ms. Cunningham's writing something. Let's see if she can understand a written. Just tell her I'm letting her go and appointing your office. I think the only sign language I know is I love you, and that would not be appropriate. Okay, looks like she's reading and comprehending. Oh, she's on the line now. Okay, hang on. We might have our sign interpreter.
Your Honor, just in case for the record, I did let her know you're going to release her, and she has to come to her next court date, which will be mailed to her, and she was appointed an attorney.
Okay. And we have the correct address for her. I thought she was transient. It says transient. This says transient.
Hello, Cisco Unity Connection Messaging System. From a touch-tone telephone, you may dial an extension at any time. For a directory of extensions, press...
Okay, she's not there. I tried. I swore. Well, it connects to the interpreter, but it's a voice. It's a message. It says you've reached something. Here, I'll do it again. I'll do it again. Over here? Oh, is it the interpreter on this one?
Hello, Cisco Unity
That's what
Connection...
we get. All right, let's try this. Well, it's calling Spanish interpreter. You know, the other thing is I could try video conference. Maybe she's on the video conference.
Welcome to an Econo meeting. You are entering the meeting now.
There we go.
Oh, we got you.
Thank you. Hello. Good afternoon, Judge.
All right, have you been sworn?
No, Judge, I have not.
All right, can you raise your right hand? Do you swear affirm that you will translate from sign language to English, English to sign language to the best of your ability?
I do. Julie Balassa, nationally certified interpreter. Your Honor, may I ask that the defendant remove her mask?
Sure. Okay. This is Ms. Magdalena Vasquez. You need the case number, right?
I have the case number, Judge.
Oh, you do? All right. Actually, this will be quick. Could you please let Ms. Vasquez know that I'm going to release her on her own recognizance? I have appointed the Public Defender's Office to represent her, and I need her to get in touch with her lawyer before her next court date. I also need to know if she has a mailing address or phone number or an email, some way to contact her.
No, I don't have anything. I live on the street. I have nothing. I know that I have to go to court. I know I have to contact my attorney.
Okay.
Your Honor,
Yeah.
I did let her know she needs to come to the public defender's office and that it was located next to the downtown courthouse.
All right. Ms. Vasquez, do you know where the Public Defender's Office is? Oh, okay.
Yes, I understand where it is.
So you know where the building is?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I know where it is.
All right. Your next court date is going to be September 29th at 7:30 a.m.
$7:30 in the morning?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
You got to get up early that day.
All right.
Okay,
Judge,
and,
I'm just writing it down, 7:30 a.m.
well, it'll be on our paperwork.
But I have to write it down for myself,
Oh, right. Oh, you know what?
so I can let court admin know. But, I mean, your JA will let court admin know, and they'll assign an interpreter.
I remember you. You remember when we had the Kuwaiti guy who was mute and deaf?
Oh, Judge Johnson?
Yeah,
Yes.
I was an attorney then.
She's frozen.
You're frozen. We lost you. Uh-oh. Come back. Uh-oh. What happened? Okay.
Well, there you were.
Oh, you're back. You're back. Okay. Yeah, just if you can let Ms. Vasquez know that she'll be released today. She will get paperwork with her, even though we told her, it'll give her her next court date, and the address and the time. And I'm just going to ask her to please go see her public defender at their office. And hopefully they can make arrangements to have an interpreter there. Oh,
All right, yes,
wait,
okay.
the clerk just told me, sorry. We're changing, her court date is not September 29th, it's going to be October 5th. It's still at 7:30 there, right? October 5th at 7:30. I apologize for the confusion. And we will give her paperwork with all that information.
All right, okay, sure.
Okay, all right. Good luck to you, Ms. Vasquez.
Good luck.
Thank you, Madam Interpreter. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Judge. Yes, I remember that very, very well. That was an interesting case.
We had this young lady as a sign interpreter, and we had a Farsi interpreter.
Spoken language interpreter, right.
But the guy couldn't speak, so she ended up just writing in Arabic.
We got it done, though.
Oh, that was, anyway, it's good to see you again.
Good to see you as well.
All right,
Take
thank
care.
you.
Bye-bye.
Okay, that's done. All right, let's rock and roll, people. Oh, it's 12:30 already. God, how did the time get away? Okay, Ms. Cunningham, you already announced for the record, didn't you?
I did not. Dominique Cunningham for the Office of the Public Defender.
Okay, all right, first case I got is Isaiah Tan. I I am going to appoint the public defender in all of these cases, except we have, I think, we have 3, maybe more. I think we have 3 or 4 or 5, maybe 5 that don't qualify. We'll address them when you get there. Everybody else, I'm appointing the public defender. So, Mr. Tan, I'm appointing the public defender to represent you. Is this victim? Ms. Cunningham, he does qualify for PTR, so my contemplation is to release him on PTR, and we'll ask, all right, ma'am, are you the victim in this case?
Yes,
All right, can you raise your right hand and face me? Do you swear or affirm everything you say today should be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
yes,
All right, you can put your hand down. You are the girlfriend, correct?
yes,
Do you wish to have contact with Mr. Tan?
yes,
Are you in fear of Mr. Tan?
no,
All right. It says, I believe he just came down here from Connecticut. Does he live with you?
yes,
And so he has nowhere else to go?
no,
All right. Well, let me ask you this. Do you have any issue or concern that if I did allow him to have contact with you, it would be no hostile contact? And meaning, if he raised his voice, raised his hand, or looked at you sideways, you could call the Orange County Sheriff's Office and tell him that he's being aggressive, and he would be brought back to jail with no questions asked. They wouldn't even ask his side. Do you have an issue doing that?
no, I don't have an issue.
All right. I don't think there's no weapons or anything in this, so. All right, does anybody else want to inquire of the
Nothing
victim?
from the defense, Your Honor.
Nothing from the state, Your Honor.
All right, well, given the wishes of the victim and the testimony of the victim, I will, first of all, sir, I'm going to release you on pretrial release. What that means is you don't have to post a bond, you have to follow their rules. And I believe you have to check in every month, so they will monitor you and your behavior. I'm going to allow you to have non-hostile contact, which means exactly what it sounds like. If you are hostile in any way, verbally, physically, anything, this young lady can call the sheriff's office. They will take you back to jail. They will not ask you your side of it, okay? No questions asked. You just go back, all right? So I'll allow non-hostile contact. I'll allow you to return to the residence. Under those conditions, I will release you on pretrial release. And also, sir, I'm appointing the public defender to represent you. Good luck to you. Edwards? All right. Mr. Edwards, you were arrested on an out-of-county warrant. That warrant does not have a bond. I'm going to keep that at no bond. You will be transported back to that county as soon as possible. All right, good luck to you. Is this from yesterday? James Thompson? Okay. Oh, Mr. Thompson, all right. You guys got to remind me if any of the victims on any of these cases are up here. Mr. Thompson, I'm going to grant you a $5,000 bond on the aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. I am going to order that if you post that bond, you are to have no contact whatsoever with the victim. You are to maintain a separate residence, and you are to possess no weapons and no firearms. I'm also appointing the public defender to represent you. Good luck to you, sir.
Your Honor,
Yes?
we'd ask for a one-time return with law
Oh,
enforcement.
yeah, sorry. You may return to the residence one time under the supervision of law enforcement to collect your personal belongings.
Can I, Your Honor?
Probably not advisable. The best thing to do is talk with your lawyer.
Yeah,
Your Honor?
Hmm?
I've been notified that the person who lives there got an eviction notice, so if Mr. Thompson could provide proof that that person doesn't live there anymore, would he be able to go back?
As long as it can be confirmed, yes.
Okay. Your Honor, could you repeat the bond?
I just PTR. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. He wasn't, that was the guy before. He's not eligible, I think 5,000. It was 5, no.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, 5.
I'm going to try to get it lowered, but you're going to have to talk to your attorney.
And let me make a general statement because we have a whole bunch of DV battery cases today for some reason. Sir, you're good to go. When I say maintain separate residences, I don't care if it is the residence from which they were brought, as long as, if it's the case, because we've already had this twice.
Yes, Your Honor.
If the alleged victim is gone, moved, and that can be verified, I don't care if the separate residence is the same residence, as long as they're not together.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Just making a blanket statement. I wonder if could I swear in all the victims out there at once? Can I? All right. Can everybody who's out in the gallery, and I can't see everybody, but if you are here to address a case today and you will be giving testimony in the witness box, will you please stand and raise your right hand and face me? Stand and raise your right hand. All right. I see some kids in the back, and is everybody up? Okay, your other right hand, ma'am. There you go. All right, do you all swear or affirm that everything you say today shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Answer out loud, please. Yes. All right. Officer, did everybody answer affirmatively? Yes, sir. Fantastic. All right, everybody have a seat. That way we don't have to do that every time. All right. This is Mr. Richard. Mr. Richard, I'm going to ROR him on this. I will appoint the public defender. Is this MO? Yes. Okay, I'm going to appoint the public defender. I'm not going to take any action on his other cases that he's out on. I'm releasing you, sir. I've appointed the public defender.
Thank you, sir.
Jesus Ortiz.
Spanish interpreter, sir.
Oh, Spanish? Well, can't we do those all at once, or do we have to do them as they?
Because we have, I think about 7 or 8 of them.
Oh,
Yeah.
are you able to, like, get them all together to go at one
I'm
shot?
sorry, there's 6, Your Honor, there's 6.
6 Spanish, 1 Creole.
6 Spanish, and some of the victims need their interpreter also, services.
Okay, but the clerk's telling me we can't, we just have to do them as they come up, I guess. Okay. Oh, they are all together? Oh.
Yeah, they're all together, we have it on the.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Oh, and one is, I have a note here that says Creole.
We do have 1 Creole.
Okay. All right, yeah, let's go on in Spanish. Do I hit, this is the one for that. No, this one over here? Well, yeah, they weren't answering before. That's who I was calling before I got the other one. Eventually, it'll go to that message.
Hello, Cisco Unity
Don't get
Connection
mad.
Messaging System.
Ms. Cunningham, once we get the interpreter going on this case, this is Mr. Ortiz. There was a number of these, I didn't have the PTR sheets, so I'm assuming he didn't qualify. Okay, so once we get the interpreter on, it's my intent, I'll grant him a $1,500 bond on count one and 100 on the rest of them, and I'll appoint you, or your office.
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, hello?
Yes.
Oh, fantastic. I didn't hit this. How'd you get him on? Okay, it's magical and mystery. We don't want to mess with it. Okay. Mr. Interpreter,
Yes, Your Honor.
can you, I can't hear you very well, so, the best of your ability, if you can,
Let me try something else. Are you able
no,
to hear me
that's
better?
good. I can hear you now. So have you been sworn?
Not yet, Your Honor.
All right, can you raise your right hand wherever you are?
I have.
Do you swear or affirm everything you say today, or that you, to the best of your ability, you will translate from English to Spanish and Spanish to English?
I do. Alan Figueroa, State Certified Spanish Code Interpreter.
Okay, and apparently we don't have the headphones available, so this may be difficult, but we'll get through it.
No problem, Your Honor.
Do you need the case numbers?
Yes, please.
Okay, the first defendant is Mr. Ortiz. It's 2021 CF 11733AO. Mr. Ortiz, I am granting you a bond of $1,500 on count one and $100 on every other count in your case.
Bien, señor Ortiz, le voy a conceder una fianza de $1,500 ante el primer cargo y de $100 ante cada uno de los cargos restantes.
I am also appointing the Public Defender's Office to represent you.
Se le designará a la oficina del defensor público para que lo represente.
This will conclude today's proceedings, sir. Good luck to you. Get in touch with your lawyer as soon as you can.
Con eso concluimos la audiencia de hoy, señor. Buena suerte. Comuníquese con su abogado lo más pronto posible.
Did he get that? I don't.
Yeah.
He's
¿Entendió lo que
kind
dijo?
of looking blank.
¿Usted entendió lo que dijo? ¿Entendió? ¿Oíste lo que él dijo?
Okay. All right. Good day. All right, the next case that they'll be bringing out in a minute, the last case is in a wheelchair, so we got to give those guys a second. But the defendant's name is De La Cruz Martinez. Case number is 2021 MM 6100AO. Any victims in this?
Yes, Your Honor, that should be a victim.
All right. Oh, great, we got a baby. All right. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Buenos días.
Do you, ma'am, do you need the interpreter or do you speak English?
I'm speaking a little English, but I need the interpreter, so much better for me.
Okay. Well, Mr. Interpreter, I don't know if you heard that, but she would like you to interpret for her.
I did, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Ma'am, could you please state your name for the record?
Diga su nombre, señora.
Noemi Núñez?
María Núñez.
Noemi.
Oh, I'm sorry. Noemí Núñez.
All right. Ms. Nunez, you are the victim in this case, correct?
Señorita Núñez, usted es la víctima en este caso, ¿correcto?
Sí.
Yes.
What is your relationship to the defendant?
¿Cuál es su parentesco, relación con el acusado?
Era mi pareja actual.
I am his partner.
Okay. Do you live together?
Sí.
¿Viven juntos?
Sí.
Señora? Yes.
Do you wish that Mr. De La Cruz Martinez to come home?
¿Usted desea que el señor de la Cruz Martínez regrese a la casa?
No.
No.
All right. Fair enough. Thank you, ma'am.
Gracias, señora.
De nada.
All right. Mr. De La Cruz Martinez, you do qualify for pretrial release. I'm going to release you on the pretrial release program.
Bien, señor de la Cruz Martínez, usted reúne los requisitos para la libertad provisional, así que se le concederá la libertad provisional en este caso.
That means you don't have to post a bond, but you have to abide by their rules.
Eso significa que usted no tiene que depositar una fianza, pero sí tiene que acatarse a las reglas y condiciones.
in addition to anything that pretrial release asks you to do,
además de todo lo que el programa de libertad provisional le indique hacer,
you are to have no contact whatsoever with Ms. Nunez.
se le prohíbe el contacto con la señorita Núñez.
You must also maintain a separate residence. You may not go back to the residence.
También debe buscarse otro paradero, no puede regresar a la casa.
I am appointing the Public Defender's Office to represent you.
Se le designará a la oficina del defensor público para que lo represente.
I would advise that you get in touch with your lawyer at your earliest convenience.
Y yo le aconsejaría que se comunique con su abogado lo más pronto posible.
Good luck to you, sir.
Buena suerte, señor. Gracias.
Gracias.
All right, our next case is Molina Hernandez. We do have a victim. Good morning, ma'am. Do you need the interpreter?
No, sir.
Okay. Ma'am, I remind you, you're under oath.
Yes, sir.
You are the alleged victim in this case with Jason Molina Hernandez, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you live together?
We do. We have 2 little girls together.
All right. Is this your husband?
Boyfriend.
Sorry?
We're not married.
Okay. But it's your
We're
partner?
Partners, yeah.
All right. Do you wish that Mr. Molina Hernandez be allowed to come home?
Only for the sake of his children. Only for the sake of his daughters.
Only for the sake of his, okay. So I'm going to take that as a no.
Something hostile.
Oh, shoot. Mr. Interpreter, I apologize. We're not giving you the opportunity to interpret what we're saying, are we?
I appreciate that, Your Honor. I have been taking notes just to keep up. If you allow me a minute to interpret what has been said so far.
Yeah, please do. I apologize, sir.
No problem, Your Honor. Bien, señorita, ¿usted es la esposa del señor Molina Hernández? No, él es mi pareja, no estamos casados, pero vivimos juntos. Y usted es la víctima en este caso, ¿correcto? Sí. ¿Usted desea que él regrese a la casa solamente por el bienestar de las niñas? ¿Solamente por el bienestar de las niñas? Sí. Bueno, entonces yo voy a asumir que con eso me quiere decir que no.
All right. Just so you know, ma'am, oh, I didn't ask you to, can you put your name on the record?
Maria Morales, Loera.
Okay. Ms. Morales, the defendant does qualify for release on pretrial release. Go ahead, Mr. Interpreter.
Bien, perdón, señorita, no le pregunté su nombre, María Morales. Bien, señorita Morales, el Estado reúne los requisitos para la libertad provisional.
I'm going to release him under that program. He will be monitored by that program.
Yo le voy a conceder a él la libertad provisional, él será monitoreado por el programa.
And I'm going to order that he have no contact with you.
Y le voy a pedir que tenga ningún tipo de contacto con usted.
And that he maintain a separate residence.
Y que debe buscarse otro paradero.
I am going to appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent him.
Se le designará a la oficina del defensor público para que lo represente.
Do you need to have some form of contact for any of the child rearing issues?
¿Necesita usted tener algún tipo de contacto con respecto al tema de los niños?
So I'm not able to physically see him to take his children. So he's not able to see his children.
Entonces yo no podré físicamente ir y entregarle a los niños para que él vea a sus niños, entonces él no podrá ver a los niños.
Well, technically, he's not to have contact with you. So he could see the children, but it would have to be facilitated by a third party.
Técnicamente a él se le prohíbe el contacto con usted, así que él sí podrá ver a los niños, pero tendrá que ser a través de un tercero.
Now, as I said, I'm appointing the public defender to represent him. You can speak with their office and his lawyer, and if it becomes appropriate, his attorney can file a motion to change that situation, including allowing him back into the home possibly.
Entonces, como indicado, a él se le ha designado a la oficina del defensor público para que lo represente. Usted puede comunicarse con el abogado de él y si es apropiado, el abogado puede radicar un pedimento para cambiar esa orden e incluso hasta permitirle a él regresar al hogar.
But for today, When he leaves, it will be no contact. If you wish to change that, I would urge you to reach out to the Public Defender's Office and talk to him about how that can be changed.
I understand.
Pero para las diligencias de hoy, yo voy a prohibir ese contacto. Si desean cambiarlo, tiene que contactarse con la oficina del defensor público y entonces que se realice el cambio de esa manera.
Okay?
Okay, that's fine.
¿Bien?
Your Honor, I'm not sure if it was clear whether they can communicate through a third party for child purposes.
Entonces, señoría, creo que no
It
quedó bien
wasn't.
claro comunicarse a través de un tercero con respecto al cuidado de los niños.
Ma'am, do you need, the question I asked before was, do you need to have contact with Mr. Molina Hernandez to discuss child issues?
I feel like we do.
Okay.
Señorita, me pregunta si usted necesita tener contacto con el señor Molina Hernández con respecto al tema de los niños. Yo creo que sí.
Is there a family member or somebody who could act as that person,
Yes, his mother.
his mother?
¿Hay algún familiar o alguna persona que pueda tomar ese papel de un tercero? Sí, la madre de él.
And what is her name?
¿Cómo se llama ella?
María Hernandez.
Maria what?
María.
María Hernandez.
Hernandez. Okay. All right. Thank you, ma'am.
Gracias, señora.
Mr. Molina Hernandez.
Yes, señor.
All right,
Bien,
sir.
señor.
I'm
Molina.
going to release you on pretrial release.
Se le concederá la libertad provisional.
You don't have to post a bond, but you have to follow their rules.
No tiene que depositar una fianza, pero sí tiene que acatarse a las reglas y condiciones.
I'm also going to order that you not have contact with Ms. Morales
Bien, también le prohíbo el contacto con la señorita Morales.
and that you must maintain a separate residence.
Debe buscarse otro paradero.
I'm also appointing the Public Defender's Office to represent you.
Se le designará a la oficina del defensor público para que lo represente.
And you can talk with your lawyer about possibly changing those conditions.
Usted puede hablar con su abogado para ver si existe la posibilidad de cambiar esas condiciones.
But until that happens,
Pero hasta que eso ocurra,
the only contact you can have about the kids is through your mother, Maria Hernandez.
el único contacto que puede tener con los niños será a través de la madre suya, María Hernández.
You cannot contact Ms. Morales directly.
Usted no puede contactar a la señorita Morales directamente.
Do you understand?
¿Lo ha
Yes.
entendido? Yes.
All right. Good luck to you, sir.
Bien, buena suerte, señor. And Your Honor, the interpreter may get the case number for Mr. Molina Hernandez.
2021 MM 6093AO.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, the next one is Silva Lopez. This is 2021 MM 6105AO. We have a witness in the witness box. Ma'am, do you need an interpreter?
No, sir.
Okay. I would just remind you, ma'am, that you're under oath. Could you please state your name for the record?
Yesenia María Saavedra.
Bien, señor, ¿usted necesita intérprete? No. Bien, le voy a recordar.
No, she does not need an interpret. She doesn't need you to interpret for her. However, we do need you to interpret for the defendant so he understands everything.
Sure thing, Your Honor.
And ma'am, I know you said Maria, what was the last name?
Saavedra.
Herrera?
Saavedra.
I'm not getting it.
Saavedra.
Saavedra.
Yes.
Saavedra. All right. Okay, ma'am, you are the alleged victim in this case, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Bien, señora, usted es la supuesta víctima en este caso, ¿correcto? Sí.
Do you wish to have contact with the defendant?
¿Desea usted tener contacto con el acusado?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sí, su señoría.
Does that include wanting him to return to the residence?
Incluyendo que desea que él regrese a la residencia.
Yes, Your Honor.
Sí, su señoría.
All right. And you're not in fear of the defendant?
No, Your
¿Y usted no
Honor.
siente temor de él? No, su señoría.
Would you have any issue if he were to become aggressive or violent in calling the sheriff's office and having him rearrested?
No, Your Honor.
¿Usted tendría alguna dificultad o algún problema con llamar a la oficina del sheriff si él vuelve a ser agresivo para que lo vuelvan a arrestar? No, su señoría.
Do you have any children?
Yes,
¿Tienen
Your
hijos?
Honor.
Sí.
All right. All right, does anybody want to inquire the witness?
Bien. ¿Alguien
No,
más
Your
desea hacerle preguntas a la testigo? No, su
No,
señoría.
Your Honor.
No, su señoría.
All right. Mr. Silva Lopez, I am going to release you on the pretrial release program.
Bien, señor Silva López, se le concederá la libertad provisional.
That means you don't have to post a bond, but you have to follow their rules.
Eso significa que usted no tiene que depositar una fianza, pero sí tiene que acatarse a las reglas y condiciones.
In addition to whatever they ask you to do,
Adicionalmente de las reglas que ellos le impongan,
I'm going to order that you have non-hostile contact with Ms. Saavedra.
le voy a prohibir el contacto con hostilidad con la señorita Saavedra.
And what that means is if you are aggressive towards her in any way, either verbally or physically,
Y lo que eso significa es, si usted muestra algún tipo de agresión, ya sea de manera verbal o de manera física en contra de ella,
she can call 911 and you will be rearrested, no questions asked, nobody will ask your side of the story.
y ella puede llamar a la policía y usted será nuevamente arrestado sin que le hagan ningún tipo de pregunta, sin escuchar su versión de los hechos, automáticamente será arrestado.
Do you understand that?
¿Lo ha entendido? Yes.
I'm also going to order that while you're on pretrial release, you not possess any weapons or firearms.
También le voy a imponer que mientras se encuentre en el programa de libertad provisional, se le prohíbe la tenencia de un tipo de arma o arma de fuego.
Ma'am, are there any firearms or weapons in the house?
No, Your Honor.
¿Hay un tipo de arma blanca o arma de fuego en la casa? No, su señoría.
All right, and finally, sir, I'm going to appoint the public defender to represent you. You should speak with your lawyer at your first opportunity.
Bien, señor, y también le voy a designar a la oficina del defensor público para que lo represente. Le voy a aconsejar que se comunique con su abogado en cuanto tenga la posibilidad.
Good luck to you.
Buena suerte.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay, is this Cervantes Caracher? Okay, the case number, I don't have a, this is now a county case. Do we have a case number somewhere? Oh, that's it? Oh, okay. So the case number, I don't recognize it because it's not our county. It's C as in Charlie, 1532543.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And this is Mr. Cervantes Caracher. Mr. Cervantes Caracher, you were arrested on an out-of-county warrant.
Bien, señor Cervantes, usted fue arrestado por una orden de arresto de otro condado.
That warrant did have bonds on it of $10,003, $5,003, and $753.
Esa orden de arresto tenía fianzas de $10,003, $503 y $753.
I'm going to leave those bonds at those amounts, and you can address, you can bond out on them now, or you can address what you need to when you return to Duval County.
Usted puede, yo mantendré las fianzas tal cual se habían fijado. Usted puede depositar las fianzas ahora o puede esperar a regresar al condado Duval y disputarlas allí.
Oh, apparently, sir, you also have an immigration hold.
Y también, señor, tiene una orden de retención de parte de inmigración.
All right. That will conclude your case today, sir. Good luck to you.
Con eso concluimos su caso hoy, señor. Buena suerte.
All right, this is Mr. Figueroa Rivera. Case numbers 18 CT 3518. Sir, you were arrested on a warrant from Osceola County.
Señor, usted fue arrestado tras una orden de arresto que se emitió del condado Osceola.
And it has a bond of $2,000. I will keep the bond at $2,000.
La fianza se había fijado en $2,000. Yo la mantendré en $2,000.
You can bond out on that, or you can address a reduction when you get back to Osceola.
Usted puede depositar la fianza ahora o puede pedir una reducción de la misma cuando regrese al condado Osceola.
Good luck to you.
Buena suerte.
Okay, that's it for our Spanish cases. Thank you very much, sir.
No problem, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, now, how do we get the Creole? Oh, for the Spanish? Do you want me to put it aside, or you want to call him now? All right, we're going to get the Creole interpreter. Do we have a victim in the Dormius case?
Your Honor, I have a note. Oh, they are here.
Uh-huh.
Never mind, Your Honor.
What's your note?
The note said that they were contacted and weren't going to testify. But if they are here, then.
Ma'am, just a minute. We have to get the Creole interpreter on the phone before we can start. Ma'am?
Yeah.
You don't speak English.
No.
Okay, we're getting the Creole interpreter on the phone.
Creole only. Bueno.
It's a court proceedings. We just need to translate. When the judge says something, just let them know what he's saying. Okay? Hello, can you hear me? Hello? Okay, it's a court proceeding. So I just need you to translate to the defendant what the judge is saying. Okay? Please hold.
Hello?
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 All right.
Hello?
Yes, yes, you can hear me, I can hear you.
Yes, okay, sir.
Ma'am, have you been sworn in today?
No, sir. This is the first time I'm talking to you, sir.
I understand. Can you raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm that
Yes, sir.
Do you swear or affirm that you will faithfully translate from Creole to English and English to Creole to the best of your ability?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. I assume you need the case numbers, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, this case is, the defendant's name is Esdras Dormius, if I'm saying that right? His case
Sorry?
His case number is 20.
Can you spell? I'm sorry, Your Honor. I did not get their name, Your Honor. I don't understand their name. Can you spell it for me, please?
Let's ask the defendant to state his name.
Okay. Allô, ou capable dire non, s'il vous plaît?
Nom Esdras. C-E-S-D-R-A-S.
Oh, ok. Esdras. Esdras, qui ça? Esdras. S-D-R-A-S.
Dormeis. D-O-R-M-A-I-S.
Isaac Dormeus, Dormeus.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oui.
Oui, monsieur.
Okay. We also have a witness who needs interpreting, and she is in the witness box. Could you ask her to raise her right hand and face me?
Madame, levez main ou et gardez juge là.
Do you swear or affirm that everything you say today shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Est-ce que sermente et que vous affirmez tout ça vous dit jodi c'est vérité, rien que vérité? I'm sorry. Yes.
Okay, you may put your hand down.
Ou mettre baisser main ou.
Ma'am, can you please state your name for the record?
My name is Tuis.
No. I'm asking the witness to state her name for the record, if you could translate.
Okay. Est-ce qu'on est capable de dire non ou pour le code là?
Marcus Dorville.
Marcus Dorville.
All right, and what is your relationship to the defendant?
Qui relation avec défendant?
Marim liye, Marim mwen mari ave, mwen gen deux petites ave.
My husband, I am married to him. I have 2 children with him.
All right, and ma'am, who are the people who are with you today?
Qui moun sa ka vol la jodia? Moun sa ka vol la jodia?
Moun ki ansama avem yo, deux moun mwen ki vini avem.
Those people who are with me, they are 2 people. My 2 people who came with me.
I understand. Are they related to you, or are they related to the defendant?
Okay. Est-ce que c'est famille ou ou bien est-ce que c'est famille dépendant?
Famille dépendant.
The defendant family.
Okay. Ma'am, were you, do you feel comfortable having those people in the room?
Madame, est-ce qu'on sent tout confortable pour capable gen moun sa yo dans chambre nan la avant?
Oui, m'pa un problème non?
No, I have no problem.
Okay. Ma'am, you're under oath, and I want to ask you a question.
Okay, one ba serment moi pour poser une question.
Did any of the people who have come here with you today tell you what to say when you got up to...
Est-ce que
Go ahead, that's fine.
I'm sorry. Okay. Est-ce que moun sa yo ki la vol la jodia? Est-ce que yo te di ou ça pour te di?
Non.
Non.
Okay. All right. So, ma'am, do you wish to have your husband return to the home?
Madame, est-ce que vous voulez pour mari capable retourner dans kay la?
Oui, je veux retourner parce que c'est celle li même qui travaille. Nous avons 2 petites avec plus li même il 3 petits moun yo pa gen maman. C'est moi même avec qui maman yo n'a c'est lui même qui travaille, m pas travail, m vle y tourner pour nous mettre tête nous ensemble pour nous occuper petit moun yo.
Yes, I want him to come back because he's the only one who's working. He's the and we have 2 children, and plus he had another 3 children. They have no mother, so the 2 of us has to work together to take care of the children. I want them to come back.
Well, if he were to be ordered to live somewhere else temporarily, he would still be going to work and he would still have to support the children. He would just have to live somewhere else.
Si que yo tava mandé li pour aller en l'autre côté, pour les habiter en l'autre côté, il toujours supposé al travail, il toujours supposé al supporter ti moun yo, même si il pas dans même cas avant, tout ça on l'a toujours capable faire pour le travail pour supporter tout moun ti moun yo avant.
Non, mba d'accord, m'vle pour nous ay revivre encore Jean nous t'a vivre là pour nous occuper ti moun yo parce que c'est lui même qui travaille, c'est lui même qui te care toute bill nan kaye là. M'vle puis tourner pour nous vivre ensemble pour nous occuper ti moun yo parce que m'pa gen moun ici, c'est celle lui même m'gen faut nous vivre dans même kaye.
No, I don't agree. I want them to come back to their house, for us to be together, to put our head together, to take care of the children. He's the only one who's working. I don't have anybody here. He's the only one I have. We have to work together. We have to take care of the children together. That we have to do like we are doing before. We have to live like we were doing before.
All right. Does the state or defense want to inquire of the witness?
Your Honor, I have no questions for the witness, but in the arrest affidavit, it seems like she was very adamant on not pressing charges.
I know. Ma'am, you have to interpret that so that the defendant knows what we said.
Oh, I'm sorry. I heard somebody talking, but that person wasn't clear. I thought he was talking to you. He wasn't far away.
I'll repeat, Your Honor. I do not have any questions for the witness, but as per the arrest affidavit, she did seem very adamant on not pressing charges.
Ok, moi pas gen question pour témoin, mais là nous gade affidavit que li pas vle mettre charge, li pas vle charger, li pas vle mettre aucune charge. Tout le monde.
M'pa vle yo charger nan rien parce que c'est moi qui t'a pour faire yo, m'pa gen l'argent, m'pa vle yo charger nan rien, c'est que nous te gon ti problème ça fini puis tourner pour nous chita pour nous travailler pour nous occuper ti moun yo pour nous faire tout ça nous gen pour nous faire. M'pa vle yo charger nan rien parce que nous pas gen kop pour ça.
Okay, I don't want any press charge. I don't want anybody to charge him for anything. We had little problem. It's done. It's finished. So now we have to work together. We have to put our head together to take care of the children. I don't have anybody else. It's the only one that I have. We're supposed to work together to take care of our children. I don't want anybody to charge them or to press charge them for anything.
Okay. State.
Adam Pamela for the state, if I can just inquire very briefly, Your Honor.
Please make it brief.
Okay, très bref.
If an incident like this occurred again, would you have any issues being able to call the police in that case if there was violence in another incident?
Si yon incident comme ça passe encore, est-ce que vous êtes capable de les police yon ça va passer encore? Est-ce que vous êtes capable de les police?
M'pa quoi ça passe encore parce que ça pas qu'on fait déjà, m'pa qu'on ça passe ça fait, m'pa quoi ça passe encore. M'a demandé bon Dieu pour ça pas fait pour nous mettre tête nous ensemble pour nous ka gérer ti moun yo, ça pas passer encore. Parce que ça pas
I don't think this I don't think this is going to happen again because that never happened in the past before. So I don't know what happened, but that would never happen again. And I'm asking God not to let that happen again, because we have to be able to take care of the children together. We're supposed to take care of the children. This will never happen again.
Okay. I'm going to grant him a $500 bond. I will allow him to have. Go ahead. Ma'am.
Madam.
I'm going to grant him a $500 bond.
C'est moi qui t'a pour faire m'pa travail. C'est celle même qui travaille et nous gen 5 petits.
Ma'am, please. Can you just let me address the case now? I don't need any more information.
Madame, s'il vous plaît, est-ce que vous êtes capable de quitter mon adresse car je dis, pas besoin qu'elle l'autre parler encore.
Okay, I've been informed that you qualify for pretrial release. Go ahead.
Informé que vous qualifiez puis vous laguer ou avant tribunal, avant.
I will release you on pretrial release. That means you don't have to post a bond, but you have to follow their rules.
So, m'a quitté ou aller avant pour aller dans le tribunal. Ça veut dire qu'on n'a pas besoin de payer l'argent ou payer caution, mais on supposé suivre règlement, on supposé suivre la loi, le règlement.
You may return to the home, but you are to have non-hostile contact with your wife.
Capable de retourner la caille.
Go ahead.
Ou capable de retourner la caille là, mais ou pas supposé dans n'importe bagarre hostilité avec madame ou la caille là. Ou pas supposé dans gourmet hostilité avec madame.
If you are aggressive towards her, either verbally or physically,
Sou vin agressif avec lui, verbalement ou bien physiquement.
if she calls the police, you will be rearrested and brought to jail, no questions asked.
Et que si les police, il a pas arrêté ou il pas le mettre en prison sans pas poser question.
I am appointing the public defender to represent you. I would advise that you get in touch with your lawyer as soon as you can.
Moi apporter un public défendeur pour capable représenter ou. Moi recommander que ou parler ou chercher un avocat qu'on y a le plus vite que possible.
All right, good luck to you, sir.
Bonne chance, monsieur.
All right, that was the only case we had. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you for using our service. Is there anything else I can do for you, sir?
No, I believe we're all good.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
Has she hung up? I just want to state for the record, I did not like the fact that his family members were escorting her like guards. Mr. Garcia?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Garcia, you do not qualify for the services of the public defender. So you will have to hire your own attorney in this case. You understand?
Understood.
Okay. Oh, do we have is that a victim in this case?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Now, I will grant you bonds in this case. I'm going to grant you a $3,000 bond on count 1, a $1,000 bond on count 2, and a $500 bond on count 3. If you do bond out, sir, you may have no contact whatsoever with Maria Yesabel Flores, and especially no contact with Valeria Isabel Cancino, I'm saying those names correctly. You cannot live at that residence. You must find somewhere else to live. And as I already said, you're going to have to find a lawyer to assist you in this case. And I would highly advise you do that, because if I were a betting man, I think there are more charges coming.
Yes, Your Honor.
More serious charges. So I'll give you the bonds. You can bond out, but no contact at all, none, nothing, never.
Understood.
Understood?
Understood, Your Honor.
All right.
Your Honor, may I have a one-time return, just to grab his things, because I believe he lived there.
I'm not even crazy about that in this case.
I'm sorry, I already moved out. I'm with my sister.
Oh, excellent. All right. Good luck to you. How that came in the way it did, I don't know. Video evidence. All right, I'll shut up. This is Ms. Jackson.
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay. Ms. Jackson, you are charged with a battery with priors. I'm going to grant you a bond of $1,500. You are to have no contact with the victim, in this case, you must maintain a separate residence, and you are not to consume any alcohol or drugs while you're on pretrial release.
Okay.
And I will appoint the public defender to represent you. Huh? Oh, I can't do no alcohol and drugs unless she's on PTR, right? Because there's no way to test her. Well, all the ones that I had. Well, but all the ones that qualify for PTR, I thought I wrote PTR on the thing, and I don't have any notes on this. You qualify? Yes, she didn't qualify. All right, never mind, just $1,500 bond, no contact, maintain separate residence, okay?
Yes, sir.
Well, but I can't say no drugs, because how am I going to enforce it? All right, we'll say no drugs, but point PD. Okay, Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Quinn, I am going to grant you bonds on 2 of your counts. On the first count, however, that's punishable by life, therefore you're not entitled to a bond, and I'm not giving you one. I will give you a $5,000 bond on count 2 and a $1,000 bond on count 3. Now, should you get out, no, wait a minute. I did sign this warrant. I did have that. I thought that was this case. The detective that came in today is from this case. Okay, so there's no bond on count 1, 5,000 on count 2, 1,000 on count 3. Should you be released, you are to have no contact whatsoever with the victim. You are to maintain a separate residence. You are to possess no weapons and no firearms if you do get out. I will appoint the public defender to represent you on this case. Good luck to you. Mr. Vela? All right, sir, I'm going to grant you bonds in the following amounts. On count 1, I'll give you a bond of $1,500. On count 2, $3,500. Count 3 is $100. Your total is $5,100 in bonds. If you do bond out, you are to have no contact whatsoever, maintain separate residence from the victim. I will appoint the public defender. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Eduardo Alvarez. Mr. Alvarez, I'm going to grant you a bond in the amount of $500.
Your Honor, may I be heard on this case?
You may.
The defense is under the stance that there's no PC for the assault. The client just said, come here and fight me. There's no indication that he ever stated he was going to touch the alleged victim or that his fists were ever balled up in front of them. From what I remember, the alleged victim just said that he just kept saying, come fight me. But I do not believe that would amount to an assault.
State, you want to be heard on the PC?
Your Honor, the victim also alleged that he had used threatening body language, tensing up his body, balling up his fists as he approached him. He advised that he used the same intimidating language as he was approaching him.
Your Honor, language does not amount to an assault, and even if his fists were balled, if they were by his side or anything like that, unless he put them in a manner that would lead someone to believe that he was going to punch them and he had the ability to do so, that would not amount to an assault.
All right, I also note that it's alleged that he threw food. I don't know if he threw it towards him, but of course, had he hit him, that would have been a battery. I note that the arrest affidavit indicates that he was approaching the victim, came in close proximity to him, balled up his fist when he approached the victim, using intimidating language, It does say he never struck or touched him. The officer observed fresh blood on the wall of the residence in the pattern of a balled-up fist and a patch of kicked-in drywall. All right. I understand the argument from defense, but I'm going to find that there's PC. He does not qualify for PTR, right? Oh, he does? All right. Well, I'll release him on PTR. Sir, you don't have to post a bond. You have to follow the rules. And once you get out, you are to have no contact with the victim. You are to maintain a separate residence. Okay? And you are to have no alcohol or drugs while you're on pretrial release. All right. Mr. Goris? Okay, I had him not qualifying. Is he not qualifying? Goris? Okay. All right. Mr. Goris, you have two cases. The first is a domestic oh, we have a victim. Ma'am, were you sworn in with everybody else? You have to
Yes.
answer out loud so I can.
Sir.
Yes?
Mhm.
All right.
Sir.
Could you state your name for the record?
Christina Halen.
Okay. What was the last name?
Halen, like Van Halen.
Oh, Halen. Oh, is this the one? Oh, yeah. This is the one where the landlord is alleging that the victim is the aggressor. All right. Ms. Halen, do you wish to have contact with Mr. Goris?
No, I'm moving out of the place. He can have it.
Are you out now?
No, I'm going to the Harbor House.
All right.
Also, I bailed him out 2 weeks ago
I understand.
for the same
I'm
thing.
addressing that.
And he, he promised he
address
wasn't
it.
going to drink. He promised that he wasn't going to do it again, and he did it again. And so I revoked that bond. I did, and
I understand.
yeah. So I have a child, and I'm not going to get killed for this piece of crap over here.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate it.
And he dumped a gallon of piss over me yesterday.
I didn't catch that last bit, but that's okay. I don't think I need to. All right, ma'am, I appreciate your input. All right, Mr. Goris, first of all, on your new case, I will grant you a $500 bond. You do not qualify for pretrial release. If you do post a bond, you are to have no contact whatsoever with Ms. Halen. You shall maintain a separate residence. If she is moved out of that residence, and that can be confirmed, then you may return to that residence as long as she's not there. In other words, you have to have a separate residence. I don't care where it is, as long as it's not with her. You're to have no alcohol or, well, I'm going to say no alcohol or drugs, but he's not on PTR. Also, sir, you're being held on a violation of pretrial release conditions in case number 2021 MM5699, I think, AO. I'm going to revoke your bond in that. And so I will appoint the public defender to represent you in both of these cases. He has another case? What's the other one? He's got two?
Yes, sir.
I don't understand it.
All right, revoke. So on both of the violations, conditions, pretrial release, I only have the two. I have the DV battery, and I have, this is the one, and then that's the DV battery.
But the,
Oh, I thought this was for this. Oh, well, okay, that's the one I already revoked on. So I'm also going to, yeah, I'll leave it at no bond. On 21 MM 6114 AO, I guess?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to, or no, I'm leaving that at no bond. You were arrested for violation conditions pretrial release in 2021 MM 6114 AO. That
it's dropped.
case has no bond at the moment, and I'm going to leave it at no bond, and I'm revoking your bond in the 2021 MM 5699 AO. I will appoint the public defender in all those cases, so you need to speak to your lawyer.
Does that mean that I cannot be bonded out
Correct.
until?
Until your lawyer files a motion in those cases and gets the judge to agree.
I don't understand. How long will that take?
I'm sorry?
How long will that take, sir?
It's up to you and your lawyer.
So I just got to sit tight and wait to hear from my public defender?
Well, no, you have the way to call their office from the jail. You have the right to contact them.
I'm sorry, is there no way that you can grant me a bond, sir?
No. Thank you, sir. Good luck to you. Mr. Lowry.
Oh, Your Honor. There's a release button on the,
Huh?
there's a button on the.
Oh, I see it. Well, there's two. Which one do I hit? The one in the middle? Arlene, can you help me with this? Oh, is it this? Oh, I found it. Okay. Ooh, I can trap people in there? All right, Mr. Lowry, is this Mr. Lowry?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, Mr. Lowry, I don't know if you qualify, but my note says he wasn't interested in PTO. Is that what you had? That was my note. Oh, okay, so he doesn't qualify anyway.
What, the probation? I mean,
No, sir, for pretrial release, so the only way I can give you a way out on this one is to give you a bond. So I'm going to give you a bond of $1,000. If you do post that bond, you are to have no contact whatsoever with the victim and maintain a separate residence.
yes, sir.
Okay? I assume that you're going to be held on the Georgia warrant until Georgia makes a decision about whether they're going to come get you. I don't know, but.
Well, I got stopped. Every time I get stopped, they let me go. They said they're not.
All right, well, sir, that's not up to me, so I'm giving you a $1,000 bond, but if you do go out, get out, no contact, separate residence. Okay, Mr. Wilkerson?
Yes, sir.
Ms. I'm sorry. You do qualify for pretrial release. You do not qualify for the service of the public defender. $3,200 a month with one dependent, no? Okay. All right, so I cannot appoint the public defender. If you want a lawyer, you have to hire your own. I will release you on the pretrial release program, so you don't have to post a bond, but you have to follow their rules.
Yes, sir.
And you are to have no contact, maintain a separate residence from the victim, and you are to possess no weapons and no firearms while you're on pretrial release, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Williams. Oh, all right. Are you Mr. Perkins?
Yes.
Were you sworn in with everybody else?
Yes.
All right. Apparently, these guys are trading arrests with each other. Mr. Perkins, do you wish to have contact with Mr. Williams?
Yes.
Do you wish, does that include that you want him to return to the residence? Oh, actually, no, you live separately, right? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Sir, do I understand from your behavior that you don't want to have contact with him? Is that correct?
To the judge.
I understand, and that's why I'm asking. All right, from the affidavit that I read, these guys have been having issues for a while.
Yeah, Your Honor. I was coerced by the police officers to write that affidavit. They threatened me and intimidated me.
Sir, here's the thing. Obviously, there's something going on.
Okay.
I'm not inclined to allow contact at this point.
That's fine.
Okay? I'm going to appoint a public defender to represent Mr. Williams.
Okay, I just wanted to say that the affidavit was a lie. The police officer threatened me.
Sir?
And she told me that if I did not write that I was going to go to jail as well.
Okay. Sir, again, I'm not addressing all that today.
Okay.
I'm not saying she didn't, not saying she did. I'm just saying I'm not comfortable allowing contact. I'm going to grant, and he doesn't because he was out on bond, that's why he doesn't qualify?
And there was never any physical contact.
All right. Do you want to be heard as to bond? I was going to give him 500, 100.
Yeah, $600.
Your Honor, that's fine. We would also ask for contact. I did speak with him. He's just a little nervous right now. He said he stated he would like contact, as well as the alleged victim stated that he would also allow contact.
These guys can't seem to get along.
Your Honor, the police officer coerced me to write that statement. There was
Sir,
never
I'm saying
a
that
fight.
because there's a history of cases between you,
I understand, but there was
including
never a fight.
you've been arrested, he's been arrested, right?
Okay.
So you guys don't seem to get along.
I understand that, but again, the police officer coerced me into writing that by threatening me and by intimidating me. I was in fear for my life because she had her gun pulled out on me.
Okay. Really? She had her.
Yes, she had her gun pulled
at
out.
gunpoint, he's saying.
She got out of her vehicle with her gun pointed at me.
Okay. This is going to be a mess.
Your Honor, I do see a note that he also may have a detainer for initial appearance.
What?
On
What are
the
you talking about?
PTR sheet?
Oh, yeah, well, that's the other case. That's the 2021 CF 5735AO, but it's the same
Yes,
victim. He allegedly drove his car at him.
Your Honor, just in light of the testimony of the alleged victim here today, he does not.
I'm gonna let him out. I'm gonna let him have contact, but
Your
trust
Honor,
me when I tell you this is not gonna end.
I do understand. What I was going to ask, would the court be so inclined to grant ROR in light of what the alleged victim is saying that nothing happened?
Something happened. He was chasing him down the street. Were they running out for a lark?
No, he
Your Honor, I
wasn't.
was
We
not
weren't
there.
running.
All right, sir, please stop.
He took my
Please
items.
stop.
There was no physical.
Sir, please stop.
Okay.
And I suppose you don't want me to revoke his bond on the other case either?
We would request not to, Your Honor.
Okay. I'll release him ROR, appoint the public. Oh, no, he doesn't qualify. You can't. You have to hire your own lawyer, sir. You make too much money to qualify for the public defender. Okay? $1,200. No, wait, $2,400, no dependents. A month? 21, yeah, he's close enough. I'll appoint the PD. I'm using my judicial discretion to appoint the public defender, okay? You guys got to figure this out, man.
It was your officers,
I will
not
take
me.
no action on 2021 CF 5735AO. Let you out, you already have non-hostile contacts, sir. In your ROR. Go talk to your lawyer about this case. Good luck to you. All right, sir, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
The heart wants what the heart wants, I guess. Mr. Anderson,
Your Honor, Anderson with mental health.
We
you
will
want to waive his
appearance.
appearance?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I'm going to grant him a $2,500 bond on count 1, a $100 bond on count 2, and a $100 bond on count 3. I don't think the UCF Police Department. 100 on count 1, 100 on count 2, and 100 on count 3. I don't think UCF, AKA the Keystone Cops, know how bond works. Is this Mr. Baez?
No, Your Honor, he's medical.
You want to waive?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. You ready? Hang hang on, I'm going to give the clerk a second to catch up. All right, so on Baez, public defender's appointed. They waive his appearance today. I'm going to reduce count 1 to 100,000. I'm going to reduce count 6 to 15,000. Count 8 to 100. And I am going to revoke his bond in 2021 CF 8827AO. If the PD was not appointed previously in that case, I'll appoint him in that case. What other count? Oh, no, I'm sorry, I apologize. I'm staying those. They're fine. They're basically in line with the bond schedule. Yeah, I'm sorry, Earlene, yeah. Yeah, they're all staying where they are. And I am revoking in 2021 CF 8827. You're right, I forgot. All right, Mr. Britton. Are you Britton?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Britton, you were arrested for failure to appear. You do have a $1,000 bond on count 1, 100 on count 2. I'm just going to stay those bonds. You can bond out on that. Do you already have the PD on that case?
I believe I do, Your Honor.
Okay. So I don't need to reappoint you. Right, Ms. Cunningham?
Correct, Your Honor.
All right. I'm staying your bonds. Good luck to you.
Thank you, sir.
Is this Mr. Butts?
Yes, sir, it is.
All right, Mr. Butts, you have a charge of possession of methamphetamine. It has a $1,000 bond. I'm going to stay that. So that will stay at 1,000. I will appoint the public defender to represent you on that.
Yes, sir.
You've also been arrested for failure to appear in, I guess that's 21 CF 435AO, but it does have a $2,000 bond, which I will leave. And I will not revoke your ROR on the driving license suspended. Good luck to you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Mr. Caldwell?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay, so you got picked up because you had a dirty urine test. You don't, I'm gonna give you, oh boy, it's gonna give $1,500 bond, but that seems a little steep for a cannabis.
Yes, Your Honor.
Well, I would expect you to agree with me. Oh, geez. Oh, I think I did because of the charge. Ag bat with a deadly weapon. That's a little concerning. This is Caldwell, Bernard Caldwell. You don't have him? Oh, I know. But the violation was he smoked weed, which nobody gets excited about it anymore, except pretrial release. I'll give you a $500 bond on that, sir. Well, no, you have the PD, right? You have the PD on that case? Huh? Did you have the PD on the case that you were out on?
Original officer.
What's the case number?
I don't know.
2021.
I'll tell you what.
1210.
Why don't I just point the PD just to be safe? Oh, is it private? Oh, that's, no, Verrett. That's conflict counsel. That's RCC. You have an attorney, sir. Speak to your attorney. I'm giving you a $500 bond. He's only got one. He may have more counts on the underlying. But he was,
Okay.
well, what do you got? Let me see what you got.
Aggravated veteran.
No, that's the underlying. There's one count of violation of pretrial condition release, right? Or are you saying that they violate them on both? I just got the
Did they violate
one.
him on both, or you just had one count? Bernard Cartwell.
Yeah, I just see the one.
Okay, 500.
All right. Is this Mr. Kosi? Did I say it right? All right, Mr. Kosi, you have, on the first case, you have bonds on count 1 of 1,500, count 2's 150, count 3's 150, count 4's 500. I'm going to leave those. Stay those bonds. And then you also have another case that's burglary of an unoccupied, wait a minute, unoccupied I think is, bond schedule's like 35, right? 5 is for occupied. I'm looking at you guys to shake your heads yes. All right. I'll give him 3,500. On the second case, which is 2021 CF 9726AO, I'll knock the 5,000 to 3,500. And the second count, I'll leave at 500. On the other case, the 2021 CF 11613AO, I'm leaving those bonds as they are. Good? Point PD.
No.
Mr. Colley?
Yes, sir.
Give me your paperwork with it on
Mr. Colley?
Yes, sir.
All right. All right, Mr. Colley, you have 3 cases. One is possession of cocaine, then you have a resisting, then you have an open container. I am going to give you, you have a $1,000 bond on the possession of cocaine. I'll reduce that to 500. And I'm going to release you ROR on the other 2 cases.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Your Honor.
And I'll appoint the public defender to represent you.
Yes, sir.
All right, good luck to you. Mr. Decker? All right, Mr. Decker, you have a $2,500 bond on count 1 or 100 on count 2. I'm going to leave those at those amounts. I will appoint a public defender to represent you. Good luck to you. Is he PTO? Hang on.
Is Mr. Flucker? Yeah. It's, there's a 3 cases?
John, this is Flucker right here.
No, that's Decker.
That's
Oh,
Decker.
no.
Decker?
That's
Why
Decker.
not Decker? No, that's
This is Flucker, Your Honor.
Hey, wasn't he here yesterday?
Yeah.
What happened to Decker?
What happened to Decker?
I don't have him on the docket, Your Honor.
So he
They might have
bonded?
They might have bonded.
Okay, we'll check it.
Okay. That's, so, Mr. Fluker was like, hey, that sounds good to me, man. Because he's got like, woof. How come we didn't address these? These are add-on? Did you see all this? Good Lord. All right, they're loading you up, Mr. It's Fluker or Fluker, yeah, all right. Mr. Fluker, I don't remember what he had yesterday. Was it a lot there, too?
I thought this was the case with 12 counts.
Oh, yeah, no. He's got 3 new cases. He was here yesterday. Sorry, I didn't mean to yell. I just got a little closer to the mic. And he's back today because I guess they decided to pile on. So the first case is 2021 CF 11738AO. Oh, yeah, the 3. Maybe I'm reading the third case first.
Yeah, that's okay.
All right. That's 0 bond, but pursuant to the bond schedule on the trafficking in oxycodone, I'll grant you a bond of $50,000 on that one. You also have conspiracy to possess controlled substance with intent. I think they meant to sell. Okay, I was gonna raise that to 50. They put 15. I think the bond schedule, you know, I'm just gonna leave that one at 15 then. If that's what they gave them, I'll leave it. Now, on the last case, the 21 CF 11768 AO that has 12 counts, or 9 counts, 9 counts. I'm gonna leave the bonds as they are. And that's 100,000 on count 1, 100 on count 2, and then 150 on everything else. So I'll stay those bonds. I will appoint the public defender to represent you, sir. So just speak with your lawyer as soon as you can. That's what you need to talk to your lawyer about. They need to file a motion for that. Right that way. Mr. Harrison?
He's mental health, Your Honor.
You want to waive?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So, public defender's appointed on Mr. Harrison's case, Antoine Harrison. They're waiving his appearance. I'm going to stay the bonds on a Leo at 2,500. Count 2 is 150, count 3 is 100. I will stay all of those bonds. I will, however, revoke his ROR in case number 2021 MM1374AO. Now this one, Earlene, it says open case, but it doesn't say what it's, if he had a bond or it doesn't say anything. So, what's the date on it?
No, case number.
2021 MM130AW. Just says open case, but it doesn't indicate if it was a bond, ROR, PTR, it doesn't say anything. So I'm not sure what I'm revoking.
Sure, are you looking that up?
Can we do the other ones while she's looking it up? Okay. So in 2020 MM6811, I guess it's just 11AO, revoke the ROR in that.
Your Honor?
Yeah.
The defense would ask that his RORs not be revoked. They were revoked because he was found incompetent to proceed. Or not, I'm sorry, he was put on ROR because he was found incompetent to proceed in those cases.
The case, that case was incompetent to
Oh. All right. Sorry, Earlene. Scratch all that. I'm not going to, I'll take no action. And I'll just stay the bonds. I'll appoint the PD, so you probably want to file the motion for release.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okey doke. Hightower.
Your Honor, may I be heard on this case?
Depends on what you want to ask. I was going to reduce the bond to 1,000.
Your Honor, I was going to ask for ROR. There's no PC for a robbery here. Maybe for a petty theft.
There's no PC for robbery for him walking behind the McDonald's counter and stealing $40 out of the till?
Your Honor, in order for there to be a robbery, there has to be force, violence, assault, or fear.
So you're arguing it's petty theft?
Yeah, if anything, Your Honor. I mean, yes, Your Honor.
In other words, maybe McDonald's was giving out free money that day and there's absolutely no crime.
You know, the Golden Arches.
State, do you want to be heard?
Your Honor, we would argue that it did require some amount of force or threat of force. He was going into a restricted area, which behind the register, and taking the money from the register. We think it may be weak for a robbery, but we think there's still slightly more than a petty theft.
Your Honor, based off the four corners of the affidavit.
All right, everybody calm down. Yeah, you know, I tend to agree. However, I'm not, Ms. Cunningham, what was your motion?
We would ask for ROR.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I'll grant him a bond of $500, which is what the bond would be for a petty theft.
Yes, Your Honor.
And I will appoint the public defender representing. All right? All right, good luck to you. Okay, this one, my note was Jackson. I did not have a PTR form at all. So I don't know if he qualifies or not.
He's not on the docket.
Jack?
Stephen Jackson.
Stephen Jackson. It's Michael's brother. Huh? The case number? Oh, the inmate number. Well, I see where you circled. You just circled his date of birth. Oh, here. 210-20340. Oh, he bonded. Oh, great. It's easy. I like those. Oh, you still need that, don't you? All right. Well, I had a number of these, so maybe they all bonded. Is this Kilhefner?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Kilhefner, you got a bond of $1,000 on this new charge.
I'm wondering if I get on and on.
I'm sorry?
If I get on and on. I don't have no.
Hang on. Oh, yeah. You sit behind you, the backpack and all that. Well, I'll tell you what. I will stay the bond at $1,000 on your new charge. However, my note was I was going to revoke your bond, or your ROR on 2021 CF 3360AO, but I'll take no action on the other case and leave your bond at 1,000.
To make sure for the record, he's out on bond, ROR for possession of.
Fentanyl.
No, that was incorrect.
Oh,
For the record, it was a lutenol and possession of drug paraphernalia.
a Hunanol?
Utilum.
Is that the stuff you put in a nebulizer?
I believe the street name is bath salts.
You seem to know a lot about this stuff.
I didn't know what it was, so I had to Google it.
Okay, well, do you want me to change it on here or something?
If you, for record, if you are going to revoke, it's going to be 2 charges, or if you're going to take no action, it's 2 charges.
All right, so I'm taking no action on both charges. How's that? Is that good? Okay. All right, good luck to you, sir. Point PD, by the way. Although I pointed PD in all these cases except the ones I specifically say they don't qualify. King?
Your Honor, he's not on the docket. This is McLean.
Okay, so, yeah, I didn't have a PTR form, so I got a couple in a row here.
What's the booking number?
Booking number on King is 210-20330. Okay, and probably the same for Manuel, which was 210-20334. Bonded. All right, McLean.
Your Honor, may I be heard on this case?
I thought you might want to be.
As per the second count, resisting merchandise and recovery, there's no probable cause for that. He did go on for an officer's back.
What about the hat in the pocket? Here's the problem I had with this, is the cop says he was responding to the scene, and he drove in the parking lot. He observed a black male. Hang on, where did it go? made contact, oh yeah, upon my arrival, I made contact with Jaheim McLean in the parking lot of JCPenney's located at 8001 South OBT, which he immediately surrendered, was then secured. How did he know who he was and that he was the guy he was looking for? There was a description, but he doesn't say that. That's just kind of, eh.
Your Honor, I agree. I just didn't know we were making
It-
identity arguments right now. We can, if you like.
Well, there's some admissions and stuff, and a positive ID after that. I just was, uncomfortable with, and I know it's the way they write the reports. It's just lazy.
Your Honor, according to the affidavit, we did put the gun in his pocket, but does that mean he resisted to give it back?
I don't know, and they said they recovered everything.
And Your Honor, this, if I may, this.
Yeah.
The affidavit does also mention that when he did return the backpack with most of the merchandise, he did also push the asset protection
Yeah, I
officer
know.
to get out of the way.
I know.
Which
I'll
we would
tell you
argue.
what, I'll tell you what. I'll ROR him on both of these, point to PD. No, I'm not finding there's no PC, but I am gonna release some ROR. It's weak PC is what it, well, no, the PC is fine, it's just the ID, the identification. How did the cop basically says, I drove into the parking lot and I immediately saw Mr. McLean. He doesn't say how he knew it was Mr. McLean or why he knew it was Mr. McLean. He said he immediately surrendered.
Your
It's
Honor.
like he drove in and there was an African-American guy there who threw his hands up in the air and he goes, oh, that must be him.
Your Honor, the state would argue that based off the affidavit, the officer stating that the defendant saw the police, knew they were there for him, and surrendered, and the police
Wow,
were able to
that's a
identify
big
everything after.
assumption.
Consciousness of guilt. That's what we would argue, Your Honor.
Sounds like a travel.
Well, no, it sounds like a motion to dismiss issue. And I don't know that, what I assume is that the law enforcement officer will fill in all the gaps because they usually do. And go, oh, no, I had the bolo gave a description, what he was wearing, whatever. It's just not in the report. And I get ticked off every time I see that. All right, sir, I'm going to let you go. But the case isn't gone. The public defender represents you. You need to speak with your lawyer before your next court date. Mr. Morgan?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Morgan, you're picked up on, failure to appear on felony warrants, and I'm leaving those at no bond. Oh, it's a drug court. Oh, you're going to have to go see Judge Whitehead. Is it in Florida or in Orange County? It is. Yep. All right, sir. Do you have the PD on that case already? Yes? All right. Speak to your lawyer about setting your case for a bond hearing in front of Judge Whitehead.
Okay.
Okay? Muno Rosa,
Your Honor, may I be heard?
as to,
As to battery on an officer, firefighter, EMT, as well as resisting with violence.
okay, and you want to argue what, PC?
Yes, Your Honor, there's nothing in that affidavit to suggest that she made any contact with any officer, firefighter, or EMT, so there's no PC for a battery as well. I don't believe there's PC for resisting with violence. There may be PC for resisting without violence. Which both would try.
Could be assault.
Well, it's not battery, Your Honor.
I'm well aware of that.
Your Honor, in this case, the state would be requesting it to be reset 24 hours to get an affidavit from the officer to as to those charges.
The defense would object, there's nothing to suggest that this would be mute in this possible case.
Yeah.
Everything is there.
I tend to agree. The issue is it's not really going to change her situation immediately because there was sufficient allegations for resisting without and trespassing.
I do understand that, but from what I understand, resisting with violence is felony as well.
Yep, and so is, yes.
So, there's, I do not see for either of those two felonies possibly after those two counts of ROR.
Yep, I agree. All right, Arlene, you ready? So on counts 1 and 2, I'm an ROR, and I am finding a lack of PC on those. I do find PC for the resisting without violence and the trespass, and I'll grant her bonds of $100 each on those. And I'll point to PD. Okay? Good luck to you.
Your Honor, Williams, the next one.
Yeah.
I have a PC argument for burglary. I'm not sure.
Well, he doesn't qualify for the service of the public defender, unfortunately.
Your Honor, I do believe in the admin order there is a function for IA.
I don't honestly remember. Sir, do you make $2,500 a week? Maybe he didn't understand the question. Is that Mr. Williams?
No, sir. Dion Williams is behavior.
Oh.
This is Williams Johnny. We have a few Williams on the docket.
Oh, okay. All right, so he's not here. Are you waiving? Ms. Cunningham?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so PD's waiving.
I was talking about this, Williams, as far as the PC argument for burglary. I did go through the affidavit a couple of times.
Oh, wait a minute. But I'm addressing Dion.
Yes.
And he,
I'm talking about Dion.
okay, because hang on, everybody. The officer said that's also a Williams.
Yes.
Okay,
I was looking at the document. I have no idea.
okay, so we're talking about Dion, who's not here because of behavior. You're waiving his appearance,
Correct.
and you want to be heard as to PC.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Whew. Now that I got it straight, go ahead.
So I am not sure if there's probable cause for the burglary. I did see those affidavit a couple of times. I'm not sure there's breaking and entering anywhere.
Oh, because he had the uniform on of an employee?
Well, he had the uniform on, but it doesn't say that he went into anywhere. Like, he was in the hotel, which is open to the public. But it doesn't say, like, he went into the room or he went in anywhere else.
Well, the one, for the ones he allegedly took off the housekeeping carts, maybe, but the other one was, I thought, didn't he take that from the desk? Wait a minute.
Again, Your Honor, this could possibly be confusion, but I did read it a couple of times, and I'm not saying it's breaking and entering anywhere.
Okay, I don't remember, because now I'm rereading this, and I thought there was more information somewhere. Took a universal iPod, was used to scan hotels. Maybe they were alleging that,
Your Honor, if I may?
that he was going to break, because apparently these things let you into the rooms, right?
Yes, there is also his statement that he found the uniform in the back. And then he also said that he bought the uniform. But whereas some of the other locations would have been accessible to the public, the areas where extra uniforms are kept in the hotel would not be.
But Your Honor, that does not show that there was breaking in and entering anywhere.
Well, but the back is, we assume, not open to the public, right?
Well, now we're assuming, and it's not within the four corners of the house. So we would ask for RR on the burglary count.
All right, I'll tell you what, I'll ROM on the burglary. I'm gonna raise the bond on the grand theft to $3,500. Oh, no, I can't point to PD, doesn't qualify. Well, he's way beyond. He says that he makes $2,500 a week.
So we're not going to.
No, well, not if that's true, and it's sworn to and signed,
I understand.
so that's 10 grand a month. Yeah, no. Now, I don't know if he understood the question, but still. All right, who's this? Is this Johnny Lee Williams?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm gonna ROR Mr. Johnny Lee Williams. What? Okay, sir, do you want to be just released on your own recognizance, or do you want to?
I want to be released.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, that's my fault. I looked at that very quickly, and I thought I wrote ROR. I wrote PTR. Never mind. Sir, I'm going to release you on the pretrial release program. You have to follow their rules, and I will appoint the public defender to represent you in your case.
Am I being released?
All right?
Am I being released?
You are.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, sir.
And another Williams. We got a whole passel of Williams today. Mr. Williams. Are you Reginald? Okay, I got so many Williams, I just got to make sure I got the right one. You have $1,000 bond on this, which I'm going to leave. I will appoint the public defender to represent you. Good luck to you. Oh, I thought we had another Williams. It's Wilson.
Your Honor, his behavior. Jamie Wilson?
All right, PD, are you waiving? On Wilson?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. PD's waived Jamie Wilson's appearance. He has a $1,000 bond on the meth. I'm going to leave that. I'm going to ROR him on the open container. And I am going to revoke his bond on the 2021 CF 3484AO. Point the PD. It doesn't look like Wilson. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that's Jamie Wilson. Monique Wilson. Is she not here? Did she bond?
No.
So we assume she bonded?
Oh,
210-20339. All right, bonded. Is this Lozada?
No, his behavior, Your Honor. Rosato's behavior.
All right, are you waiving?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Lozada, I'm going to stay his $500 bond on the petty theft. I appoint the public defender. And my note was to revoke on the possession of cocaine. State, is there a history? Oh, you probably don't know at this point, do you? This guy has a
What is it that you're looking for, Your Honor?
Nah, never mind. Nah, I'm taking no action on them.
On the possession of cocaine, Your Honor?
Yeah. Mr. Cotto?
We don't have that person name on the docket, sir.
All right, so Cotto probably bonded. 210-20338. Bonded. Is this De Jesus?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. De Jesus, got a $500 bond on the DUI. I'm going to stay that. So this is a thick packet. Does he have more than one case, or is this just, they put all the DUI stuff in here? Oh, he's got possession of cannabis? All right. You got 500 and 100 on count 2. I'll drop your bond on the count 1 to 100. Leave count 2 at 100. I am going to revoke your bond on 2021 CF 7144AO. Appoint the public defender to represent you on these cases. Good luck to you. Holmes, I didn't have a PTR form, so I'm guessing she bonded. 210-20337.
You said 210-237?
210-20337. Bonded. Lazala?
Sir.
All right. Mr. Lazala qualifies for pretrial release. I'm going to release you on the pretrial release program. You don't have post bond, you just have to follow their rules.
Sir.
And sir, you do not qualify for the services of the public defender, so you're going to have to hire your own attorney, okay? That's it. Yeah, you're good to go. No, it's a racing. Mr. Lettieri,
Hi.
what are you doing?
I have.
You were not going to drive.
I know.
Didn't I, waive a bunch of fees for you? And I'm sure I did. And the last thing I told you is don't drive without a license, didn't I?
Were you the judge that?
Yes, I'm the judge on your other cases.
I'm totally sorry.
Well, that rings a skosh hollow, sir.
I know. And you just gave me a huge break.
I know I did. I was there.
And I apologize. But I promise you the bike is gone. I can't.
No. Don't promise me. You already promised me that, because I'm sure your next court date's October 29th, right?
Yeah.
On the other cases.
Go to you, yeah.
And you promised me you were going to have your license by then.
I was.
So I don't want to hear you promising anything today. Because you also promised you weren't going to drive without a license. You have the PD on the other cases? Probably not, because usually people, I just you get your license and we take care of it. So I don't appoint the PD, do I?
I didn't have a public defender, sir. But I have.
Are these going to be in my division? Oh, you got Steve Jewett. He's not as nice as me.
I have to be at work tonight.
No, you got to understand, I'm just ticked off because
No, I understand.
I go, not you, I'm talking to the PDs in this. You guys aren't in my division, but I go out of my way to help people with their licenses. I waive fees, I take them out of collection, I dismiss stuff when I can, and it just ticks me off
You did a lot.
when people don't seem to appreciate it and they keep doing the same stinking thing over and over and over again. So I'm gonna leave you have bonds on this. You have a 500 and 100. I'm gonna leave them. I will not revoke your bonds on the other one, although I should, but I'm not gonna. Man, you gotta get your license. I will appoint the public defender this time. Okay? And Mr. Moda, I don't know if has your half of the alphabet, but where you're going, he's the PD down there, and he knows exactly how to do the motions that I do and get you cleared up. So you need to go talk to him.
What's his name again, sir?
Christian Moda.
Christian Moda.
Man, if I see you with another one, I'm really gonna be torqued off. All right, good luck to you. Appoint the PD on this case. Go talk to Mr. Moda.
And I can.
You're done. No good deed goes unpunished. Mr. Offit? Mr. Offit, you're in here on a DUI, you got a $500 bond, I'm gonna leave it at 500. And sir, from what I can tell, you qualify for the public defender, I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. Okay?
Your Honor, can I ask you a question, sir? I have not been in trouble in about 15 years. I always kept my license. You know, for every action, there's a reaction. You know, yesterday, you know, the more that they lift me up, set me down, lift me up, you know, I'm getting kind of frustrated, and the frustration led to, you know, being upset. That.
Wait a minute, are you Ronald Offit?
Yes, I'm Ronald Offit, yes, sir.
Okay, because
I have not been in trouble, sir.
I'm not saying you were, sir. The allegation is that you were driving under the influence. I don't know if you were or not.
The car was out of gas. I was not driving. The key was in the ignition.
Okay, well, here's the deal. Yeah, first of all, stop talking because you're admitting to things. Second of all, ask your lawyer, I'm pointing the public defender's office, ask them to explain to you what actual physical control is, okay? I understand what you're saying. It's just today isn't the day that that's going to be addressed. You'll have your chance to have that addressed. It's not today. Okay? Okay. All right, good luck to you. All right, I didn't have a PTR form, so I'm going to guess that Alexis DeMay, whatever that last name is, bonded. She's 21. 2102-0321. Bonded. Mr. Bronson?
Tommy Cunningham on behalf of the Office of the Public Defender. Your Honor, there has been an offer extended to Mr. Bronson of a withhold of adjudication, credit for time served, no return to the scene, and court costs. He has indicated that he'd like to take that. He did sign the plea form and read it. May I approach?
Yeah, you can approach, sir. Do you swear or affirm everything you say today should be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, put your hand down. All right, Mr. Bronson, did you hear what your attorney just said was the agreed upon resolution to this case?
Yes.
Is that what you understood you were agreeing to?
Yes.
I don't know if you can see from over there, but I have a plea form in my hand. There's a signature on the bottom. Is that yours?
Yes.
Did you read this form?
Yes.
Did you understand the form?
Yes.
You have any questions about this form?
No.
All right, so because you read and understood the form, and hopefully you did speak with your lawyer about this, you realize that this isn't a criminal charge. You have a right to go to trial if you wish, but because you're going to enter a plea today, you're giving up that right. There's not going to be a trial. We're going to resolve it right now. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay, you have to answer out loud because we're recording this. All right. Sir, are you satisfied with the assistance of your lawyer?
Yes.
Are you currently on probation for any other case? You got to let me finish the question. So you're not on probation, right?
No.
All right. Are you under the influence of drugs or alcohol today?
No.
Have you ever been diagnosed with a mental illness?
Yes.
Is it something that impairs your ability to understand what you're doing today?
No.
So you are thinking clearly, and this is how you want to proceed, correct?
Yeah.
All right. And finally, sir, whether this applies to you or not, do you understand the idea that if you are not a U.S. citizen, entering a plea to a criminal charge would subject you to deportation? You understand that concept?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to find that your plea is freely, voluntarily entered. You've knowingly and willingly waived your right to have a trial, waived your right to be and you've been represented by an attorney with whom you say you're satisfied. Sir, I assume you're entering a plea of no contest, meaning you just want to resolve it, you don't want to contest it. Is that right?
Yeah.
All right. I'll accept your plea of no contest. I'll withhold adjudication. What is it, 2 days? I'll sentence you to 2 days in Orange County Jail. I'll give you credit to the for the 2 days you've already done. You will be released as to this case, sir. For the next year, you may not return to
The Family Dollar at 2641 North Hiawassee Road in Orlando, Florida, 32818.
All right. And finally, sir, you will pay your court cost of prosecution, and public defender lien. That comes to $323. If I gave you 6 months to pay that, is that enough?
Yeah.
All right, I'll give you 6 months to pay. Sir, do you have any questions about the plea that you entered today?
No.
If you wish to appeal that sentence, you have to do it in writing in 30 days. If you cannot afford an attorney for the appeal, one will be appointed for you. Corrections, we do need prints, even though it's a withhold, it's a petty theft. So, all right, sir, good luck to you. Did I give him the pellet warning? I did. Tell him he has 30 days to appeal? Okay, good. I mean, it gets so automatic that sometimes I'm like, did I say that? Is this Mr. Coleman?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, Mr. Coleman has been extended a plea offer of an adjudication of guilt, credit for time served, no return to the scene and court costs. He did read the form, and I went over the plea with him. He has signed it. May I approach?
You may. No return to, no resisting? No return to the cop?
It was,
All right.
I don't actually have.
Mr. Pamela, you're going to get me the address in a minute, right? Okay.
I don't actually have the.
Well, it should be in the affidavit. All right, well, keep looking. I'm going to,
You may have to
Mr.
just lose
Coleman
that
for a second.
requirement.
Mr. Coleman, can you raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm everything you say today should be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir, did you hear what your attorney said the resolution to this case was going to be?
Yes, sir.
Sir, I've been handed a plea form. I don't know if you can see it from over there, but there's a signature down here on the bottom. Is that yours?
Yes, sir.
Did you read this form?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand the form?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions about this form?
No, sir.
All right, because you read and understood the form, you do realize this is a criminal charge. You have every right to go to trial if you wish. However, because you're going to enter a plea, the case is going to be over today, and you're giving up the right to trial because we're not going to have one. It's going to be done now. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Are you satisfied with the assistance of your lawyer?
Yes, sir.
Are you currently on probation for any other case?
No, sir.
Are you under the influence of drugs or alcohol today?
No, sir.
Have you ever been diagnosed with a mental illness?
No, sir.
And finally, sir, whether this applies to you or not, do you understand the idea that if you are not a U.S. citizen, entering a plea to a criminal charge would subject you to deportation? Do you understand that concept?
Yes, sir.
I'll find your plea is freely, voluntarily entered. You've knowingly and willingly waived your right to have a trial. And you've had the assistance of counsel with whom you say you're satisfied. I assume you're entering a plea of no contest. I'm tired, sorry. Which means you don't want to contest it, you just want to resolve it. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll accept your plea of no contest. I'll adjudicate you guilty of the charge. Oh, the other guy was a withhold, right? The last guy? Okay. Now I got to stop getting these 3 a.m. calls. I will adjudicate you guilty of the charge, resisting officer without violence. I will sentence you to 2 days in the Orange County Jail. I'll give you credit for the 2 days you've already done. You're released as to this case. Order you to pay your court cost of prosecution, public defender lien, the amount of $323. Sir, if I gave you 6 months to pay that, is that enough time?
Yes, sir.
6 months to pay. And for the next year, you may not return to
4841 Selby Court in Orlando, Florida, 32811.
Selby, like Selby.
SELBE.
Oh. Okay. So you can't go back there for years. That's nowhere you have to be, right?
I could move out, but I was staying there.
Oh, you live there?
Yes, sir.
Ay, ay, ay.
Right. That's what I was trying to tell the officers.
It's a resisting without violence. Why
We
is there
can
no
lose
return?
that. There was, they were called to a disturbance. He was found knocking on the windows of the house.
Apparently he
Has
lived
a
there.
history of, well, yeah, we'll lose that.
All right, forget it.
We can lose the no return.
No, forget it. I'm not going to impose that. All right. I mean, it's a resisting. Come on.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, sir, forget that last part.
Yes, sir.
All right, so adjudicate court costs, credit time served, 6 months to pay. Do you have any questions about the plea you entered?
No, sir.
If you wish to appeal that sentence, you got to do it in writing in 30 days. If you cannot afford an attorney for the appeal, one will be appointed for you. Need fingerprints, guys? All right, that's it. Good luck to you.
Your Honor, Adolfino.
Yeah.
Leon, mental health.
All right, are we waiving?
No, Your Honor. Can we roll him?
I was going to ROR him.
Okay. We'll waive his appearance.
All right. I'm going to ROR him on the trespass. I'm not going to take any action on his other stuff. You know.
Albert Foster, he bonded.
Who did? Oh, Foster?
Yeah.
All right. Good to know. Lee? Okay. Mr. Lee. I didn't. Does he qualify or not? I didn't put a note. You did not qualify? Here's my note, Ms. Cunningham, who's now appointed to the case, by the way. My note to myself was mental health question mark. If you read the affidavit,
I think this was one of the ones I had to look up because I didn't have it. So I
Well,
can look on clerks again.
I mean, the defendant self-reported to the cop that he's schizophrenic and alleged that the victim in the case made him fear for his life. However, he admitted that all the guy was doing was playing drums. And, sir, have you ever been treated for mental health?
I have, actually, yes.
Was that a yes?
Yes, sir.
All right, are you on meds for schizophrenia?
I am. I haven't been taking them, but
You haven't been taking them.
I don't have any meds right now. I was supposed to go back to the lake expire and get some, but I haven't had a chance to. I'm homeless, sir, so I don't really have transportation on that.
Hang on. Is there, do you guys do mental health release or is that something else? I know, but I don't remember yesterday. Or, well, I was going to ROR him, but. No, I know, I think he seems, sir, it seemed to me, I made some assumptions when I read about your case.
Okay.
And one of the things that I assumed is that you're probably amenable to treatment.
Right.
And so when I wrote the note to myself, mental health question mark, I was referring to mental health release, meaning that if you qualified for mental health release, you would be supervised while you were out awaiting, the resolution of this case. And the people that would be supervising you would assist you, make sure you get your meds, make sure you're taking them.
I need that. That's actually good.
Well, I understand, and so, but here's the thing, you may not qualify. I don't know what qualifies or disqualifies you, quite frankly. But I think what I'd like to do in your case is, first of all, appoint the public defender. No, I already did that. And then order that he get screened for mental health release. If he doesn't qualify, I'll just give him a $100 bond in the alternative. Did I say that right, Erling? I did? Wow, I'm getting better. All right, so sir, does that sound like something that could be helpful for you?
The mental health release? Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna order that you get screened for mental health, and if you get released, then they can help you with all that.
I need help.
And then, but if for whatever reason you don't qualify, I'll just give you a $100 bond. You can bond out. I will appoint the public defender to represent you on this case, so you have a lawyer, and I would advise that as soon as you can, you go speak with them.
I can't bond out though, but I feel what you're saying. I won't be able to bond out. But I could be like $2.
Well, if you qualify for the mental health, you don't have to post a bond.
Okay,
You'll just be released.
okay, I see what you're saying.
And if
I'm not trying to cut you. Can I speak? I'm sorry. No, I mean, I've taken medication since I was like 19 years old.
okay,
So, I mean,
so you just told me you're not taking it now,
I just left Lakeside like a month. I just don't have my medication with me because I've been.
right? And so they'll help you make sure you have it when you need it, right?
Yes, sir.
So,
All right.
okay, so hopefully we can get you into that program. Okay? Okay, good luck to you.
Lee, paperwork.
Uh,
Your Honor, Tyler Lee, bonded.
Okay. So is this Joseph Urena? Yes? All right, sir, you're picked up on an out-of-county warrant. There's a $977, it's probably, this is a writ, would be my guess. Purge, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, I'm leaving it, I mean, I'm not adjusting it. If you can pay the $977, pay the purge, you can be released. Okay? And are there two, or is this just a duplicate? Okay. So, you can pay the $977 and get out, or was it out of county? Or they'll bring you back to the county and you can address it then. Okay? Shelton? Shelton?
Your Honor, he's looking over a plea form. Can we jump over to the next person?
What? Say it again?
He's looking over a plea form. Can we jump
Oh,
over to the
Shelton
next
is?
person? Yes. Donald Shelton.
Okay. That's good. He showed up today. Raymond?
He's mental health.
Are you on a waive?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Henry Raymond. Gotta go back and look. Oh, he has a $500 bond on his failure to appear. I was gonna stay that. And the other case, I don't know, burglary, withdrawing, it's 5,000. Grand theft, 500. It doesn't say occupied, so I'll drop the bond on count 1 to 3,000, and the bond on count 2 to 100. Appoint the public defender. Is this Mercado Garcia? What does that say? Possession of what? Is that ecstasy? Entry? Oh, that's the one that Ms. Cunningham was talking about before. The guy that had heroin, but it was something else. What'd you call that stuff? Utalone. Yeah, that's what okay. Okay. All right, so you're Mr. Mercado Garcia, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, you're here on a open container. I'm gonna ROR you on the open container.
Excuse me?
I'm going to release you on the open container.
Okay, awesome. Thank
I
you.
will appoint the public defender because the case, you're gonna have to deal with the case at some point.
Okay.
I'm gonna take no action on those other two cases. Good luck to you. You said I don't need these, right? Dang, it's still close to 3. I gotta get it down. I gotta get it down. Is this Mr. Shelton? All right, Ms. Cunningham.
Your Honor, Mr. Shelton has declined the state's offer.
Oh, he's declined it?
Yes, Your Honor.
What was it? No return to where?
Your Honor, for Mr. Donald.
Oh,
the address-
7-Eleven?
7-Eleven, Your Honor.
So it was withhold court costs, no return?
Yes, Your Honor.
So what was the sticking point?
You didn't do anything.
Oh. Okay.
I do have to lie on myself, though.
Would it change his mind if I just did a withhold and court costs and I gotta keep the no return because apparently he's been trespassed numerous times from that 7-Eleven and the cops are aware of it and recognize him, but I would reduce his court costs and everything to a civil judgment.
Well, Your Honor, from what I understand, he doesn't want to take a plea to anything because he didn't do anything wrong.
All right, fair enough. Just throwing it out there. All right, I'm gonna ROR him on the trespass. All right, sir. I'm gonna release you on this. I'm gonna appoint the public defender to represent you. You gotta stay in touch with your lawyer, okay?
For the record, on the case of Bernard Carwell, the one that had the violation of conditional pretrial release, when Darlene had 2 charges.
Yeah.
And I went and emailed a supervisor and he said that it should be 2 charges. So
Okay.
he said bond for 1.
I set bond for 1.
Yes, he had $500. But I don't know which one. Was it an aggravated battery charge or the criminal mischief?
I think they were the move up.
What's the easiest thing? 250 for each? 250 for each, 250 for each. Oh, you kept it out too, didn't you? Oh, what's this up here? Oh, did we ever find out about Decker? Oh, I got the inmate number for Decker. Can you check it? It is 210-20331. Bonded. We done? Whew, we are adjourned.